Our school spirit has not been the best. Yes, we've had COVID and our school has not been able to do its most for us because of the MHSA guidelines, but we still had games. We still had tickets available for people to go to, for students to go to, and yet our students decided to not only not show up, sometimes they didn't even support our teams. And it's terrible what this has done. At games that we do have a great crowd, when the band pops in and tries to help out with cheering, it's rowdy and it's great and the team gets energy from us. But on nights when it's completely quiet and there's nobody in the crowd, it's terrible for our teams and for our school spirit. Our school spirit is something that shows what we think about our teams and what we think about our school. It represents us. And so I asked a few students and I asked Mr. Lee about what they thought of the lack of school spirit and what they think we could do, or if there was a disconnect at all between the teams, the cheerleaders, and our student body. And here it is.
So what I think of our school spirit during the games is it's definitely improving from what it has been in the past, and that's a great contribute to our band, of course, and all of our students that attend, and our cheerleaders and other teammates.
It's garbage.
We always need more.
Always need
Never
more.
enough.
Yeah, we're not good enough. There's not enough people there.
Well, in terms of spirit, we could do a lot better. I'm honestly really disappointed this year, especially since getting tickets wasn't too hard and just dressing up isn't. The themes were easy to do and just nobody decided to do them.
That's a tough question. I think this year's been difficult with everything, and school spirit has taken a hit as well. I think some students, some faculty, some staff, people are trying to do different things to keep it going, but I've definitely seen a dip in our school spirit. I think we have certain games that the kids and the crowd gets nice and rowdy, and it's a lot of fun, but there's other times where people are super quiet and it gets a little frustrating, but I think there's room for improvement, and I'm hoping things get back to normal soon.
I think it's definitely no question that COVID has put a damper on the school spirit this year, and there has definitely been a divide between the students and the teams, and I feel as though this happened because the fun of watching the game is beginning to fade.
Do you think that there is a disconnect between the cheerleaders, the basketball team, and the student section?
Definitely. Since there's a lot of new cheerleaders this year, so they do have to go at a slower pace in a lot of their cheers. And I know the student section, when there is one, doesn't like that and so won't cheer with the cheerleaders.
It's kind of a tempo thing and staying matched up between them and the cheerleaders, because the students probably want to do one chant and then the cheerleaders come in and start screaming with another one. I think it doesn't hurt to try and collaborate, if that's the right word, with them. I don't know. I think it's more on the student and the cheerleaders and them, and when people don't care about their teams, it shows at the benches.
It's really fun to hear you guys on the court when you have to say your little catchphrases that you always do. Those kind of gives us a laugh, and even the other teams sometimes they'll catch them laughing.
Okay, so the cheerleaders, they've got some pretty good cheers, but they do a bunch of intricate clapping and snapping and weird stuff.
Yeah.
And they don't tell us how to do it. We don't know how to do it unless we teach ourselves. So if they taught us, maybe there'd be more jointness between us.
And then, the cheerleaders get upset and then the student section gets upset, and it's not very fun, but they do seem kind of disconnected, as you say.
I wouldn't call it a disconnect. I mean, the cheerleaders do great drills and we always participate with those. And then the student section, they personalize their own kind of drills, and they make that fun.
The teams and the student body don't really like each other, and so some don't come to cheer at the games just because of that. What do you think about that?
I think that's stupid. It's your school. You might as well have fun. Doesn't matter what team's playing. Support your school.
Yeah, I mean, we get 4 years of it, unless you get held back, but we get 4 years
Maybe
to
5
cheer
for
for
him.
this team. Might as well cheer for it and have a good time while we're there.
I think it's just a really good way to see our school students coming out and supporting us, and I think it would be awesome if we could see more improvement in the next few games to see the school spirit rising.
Come on, students, let's do a bit better with the cheering in the student section. Dress up, hope to see you at the next game.
Show up to the games. Go Eagle.
So you've heard it here. Please show up to the last game, and if you can, please make it to divisionals. Our teams need our support, and they love when we cheer for them and support them, and it's amazing what happens when we get that energy. So come to the games, come support our Eagles, and thank you.